My mother was like, every time you on the videos, when will you study? But everything I had in my mind because I used to pay attention in the classes. So I'm more comfortable in doing content in Hindi. But now when I'm here in Ireland, I need to do more content in English. To be honest, I would say consistency. If you're consistent with your content, you're good to go even if you're creating bad content. I have some videos as well which went up to 19 million on Instagram, 19 million. And recently I put a video last week, it went around 300k. The lesson I learned now and I shouldn't be doing in the past, it was like, my name is Aziz Manoj, as I said. I'm 19 years old and I'm into content creation for around 3 to 4 years. I started in the year 2021 or end of 2020. First, I used to do, normal skits and stuff for funny videos. Then I moved on to music production and video creation and content creation. Yeah.
Okay, what was your very first experience with creating content?
First, it was very, I thought it was a joke, it was something to, as a hobby or something like that. But then I took it as like kind of side work, kind of my part time in my life. So the first time I created content, it was like I created a funny video or how Reels works and nowadays. So it blew up in my friends and families and everyone was like, oh, that's cool, that's good, that's funny. It was good experience, but then kept I kept on doing it. I kept on getting appreciation from people and stuff. But then I thought like, oh, I have something in this field. Why don't I pursue it or why don't I get into it? So yeah, it was a good experience. But now it's like a hectic, you have to go through lots of videos, lots of scripting, lots of editing. So like compared to back then, it was good. Now it's very hectic.
You started with writing Hindi, right?
Yeah.
And evolved into videos. What drove that creative shift?
Well, firstly, I was, just a normal avid music listener. But then I started to get into rap music, like mostly in Hindi. We call it Desi hip hop, DHH. So like I went, listen to more and more rappers and stuff. But then I said, oh, that's like the, lyrically good sentences. Like, oh, they write so well. I can also do that. But then I started writing my own songs and, started singing and started rapping instead of in front of my friends. They were like, "Oh, you do great." But then I feel like to get into music, it's like a very big competition. You have to be very really good, or maybe a published lyricist or songwriter and something like that. But then I saw, okay, I'm into writing zone. I can write other things as well. But then I discovered about story writing and script writing. Then I slowly moved on to the editing and content creation side.
How would you describe your creative personality?
Well, as my personality individual, everyone calls me golden retriever because I'm very active and stuff. I have high energy and high loads of energy. The same thing goes with my creative aspect. Like I have high energy in what I'm creating. I'll do whatever. I do music, I do editing. Like it's like I'm versatile in every, jack of all trades but master of none. It's like that. I can do everything, but I'm not perfect in anything. But like I do music, I do editing, I do script writing, I do short films, I do funny videos, I capture videos for other people, edit for myself, some lots of things I do. So you can say versatile personality in content creation.
You manage academic and content creation and still top your class. How do you balance the two words?
So as I said, I'm 19 years, so like I'm still in my college. But then when I used to be in school, when I was in 12th grade, it's like important academic year for Indian students in education. So in my 12th class, I was doing everything as well. I was doing reels, I was doing comedy videos. I used to do streams, live stream, play games and stuff. But then I have to manage my studies as well. The key thing to studies for me was like whatever was taught in the class, I used to listen and keep that in mind. Then when I go home, I used to do streams. I used to do, play around with games and do videos and stuff. So everyone wondered how did I do that? So like rest of the class were in class, like they were joking around, making fun, making jokes inside the class. But I used to sit in the front desk and used to listen, and then I just go home. Didn't study. My mother was like, every time you on the videos, when will you study? But everything I had in my mind because I used to pay attention in the classes. So that's how I managed in a school. But then now came the college. College is like lots of assignments and lots of things, projects going on, college events as well. So back in the school days, it was, I would say, easy for me, not for other students, but that's why I topped. But then I shifted to data science as well. I was doing arts and humanities in my 12th grade, but then I moved to data science. So like versatile in education as well, because I was doing other field, now I'm studying other field. So it's like mix and match everything and stuff. So here in college, to be honest, it's very hard to manage and make time for everything. But still, like, I do assignments and everything, whatever possible in the college, I do that. And when once I get back home, I do my other stuffs, like videos, and I help some film students as well to do their short films and stuff. So like, I'm not, I don't have any certification, I'm not studying any film related courses, but yet I help film students to do their short films and stuff. So yeah. Yeah.
So, what reactions did you get from teachers or classmates when they see you create side here?
So first, when I started, I used to get a lot of hate, a lot of criticism, lots of backslash. What are you doing? What is this? Don't do that. Study and every sort of. I have an elder brother, so my elder brother was studious. He was again topper. Back then, I was not that much into studies, but then I saw my brother, achieving great marks and stuff. So he also used to get appreciation from relatives and students and teachers. I used to get little bit backslash. What videos are doing? Don't do this. Typical in parents, like, parents were like, don't do this. Keep this aside for focus on your studies. Then do whatever you want. But then when I topped my class, when I topped my school, everyone was like shocked. They didn't know how did I do that? How did I things and stuff. So it was good, but then now people know I can I can get both the work done. I can do studies as well, I can do internships as well, I can do the videos and content as well. So now they appreciate, and they, what recently I got most outstanding ISA award from my college is like international student ambassador. So there usually students used to do around 70 to 50 hours once a year. I did 210 hours. So they were like shocked again. How did I manage studies, these hours, and videos as well? So now they know I can do, like, if a work comes through me, they know I can get it done. So now they appreciate everything. So it's
Mhm.
good.
So, is there ever pressure to choose between studies and creativity?
Yes. For me, like, basically, I'm in college, I'm in my first year. I need to get grades, I need to do my assignments and stuff. I'm not professionally bound to creating content. So I can, cut some slack for, okay, I can do this later, but I need to get the assignments done, otherwise I would fail. So there's pressure between both of them. Plus, if I prioritize more my studies, then my page and my creative side will get dead. My followers and my reach will go down. So there's a pressure. Of course, there's a pressure. But I don't know about you, because you do this as professional. I don't know if you have pressure or not. I'm hoping you will have the same pressure as me. But for me, it's like I have to do both. If I don't do one thing, the other thing will die. So I need to focus on both, and I have pressure. Yeah.
Where did the nickname Manoj Bhaiya?
Yeah, so basically, it's my surname Manoj, and my father's name is also Manoj. In India, what we do is like we call everyone or our close friends by our father's name to tease them or something like that. So they used to call me Manoj, Manoj, Manoj. But then in my school, my juniors, they used to look up to me because I was, very golden retriever energy. I used to go around, go to my talk to my senior, go talk to my juniors, talk to teachers as well. So I used to help my juniors out, even though I still get calls from India. Even if they have exam, they call me. Okay, Manoj Bhaiya. Bhaiya is like brother, big brother. So they call me like Manoj Bhaiya, Manoj big brother. He tell me about the exams, how do I crack it, help me give some tips and stuff. And then some other people as well, like Manoj, help me with some videos. I need to. How do you start? Some people now they want to start creating content. So the people who used to say bullshit about me, why are you creating videos, why is that, and blah blah blah, and now they are asking me how to create videos like you, tell me and stuff. So like it's a good thing. So that's how the nickname Manoj Bhaiya came. So but my stage name is Adimik. It's like Adi is my like first name half, like Aditya's Adi, and Mike is like the mic I'm holding. So Adi Mike. So that's my stage name. But usually I'm known more by Manoj Bhaya because that's my surname and people you love to call me that. So yeah.
How would you describe the kind of community you've built around your content?
I would mostly say like I have, as I said, I do multiple things in my content. Sometimes I create funny videos, sometimes I create educational one, sometimes I create music related stuff, sometimes I create filmmaking stuff. Recently I made a film, cinematic type of video of making tea, so it went popular around my friends. So like I have lots of audiences, I have lots of audience to cater to. So I have a funny audience, I have a sophisticated and intellectual audience as well. I have educated who are like, who want to see the educational videos and stuff. I have some audience for my music listeners. So it's like a big bunch of, audience I have. So uh mostly people follow me for my, spontaneous jokes or spontaneous content, spontaneous funny reels or funny or dank and dark comedy, something like that. So it's most of that. So yeah, I can say that.
I didn't ask what kind of content do you create?
As I said, like it's very versatile. I create funny videos. Like personally, I feel like to do sketches. I like to do funny sketches or not funny, like even normal or serious sketches as well. But then I like also like doing funny videos, like short form videos with just funny content and stuff. But then sometimes you do music. I like to do music more, but then it's like whenever I write songs, I feel like it can get more perfect. It can be done more perfectly and stuff. So I have in my drafts, I have around 20 to 30 songs pending, which I have to do. So it's like, in the search of perfection, I procrastinate. So that's the thing. But yeah, music, funny, cinematic. That's, or maybe gameplay as well. So that's the overall sum of my content.
I noticed that all your content are in Hindi,
Yeah,
your native language. Why this choice?
because I'm from India, so like for my past 14 to 15 years, I've been a state called Delhi. It's the capital city of India. So I've been there. So mostly people speak in Hindi there, and I started creating content around that community as well. So I'm more comfortable in doing content in Hindi. But now when I'm here in Ireland, I have like lots of friends who are Irish, like from Africa as well, like you, or parts of like many parts of the world. So like it's I need to do more content in English because now I'm catering to wider audience. So I need to do more content like I get feedback most of the times. Do more videos in English because I can't understand what you're saying. I want to share it, share your video. It's good, but I don't know what does it means. So I'm thinking of it. I'm making I'm trying to because if I put go in the path of English content, I can cater to everyone. For Hindi content, I can cater only my community which was in India. So yeah, that's a good point. I will also consider that.
According to you, what makes a good online creator in your eyes?
To be honest, I would say consistency. If you're consistent with your content, you're good to go. Even if you're creating bad content, the more consistency, more people have to like, more things people have there to watch. More people will tune in. But that's the same thing which I lack as well because I'm doing I'm a multitasker. I do this, that, and that. So my consistency suffers. So if someone is watching like you and need a good tip, I know it's the more this tip has been around the content creation. Like you need to be consistent. Everyone says that, but it's true. If you've been consistent, you will get the results. So be consistent, be true to your content. Even if you're copying a trend, even if you're hopping on a trend, try to do some, your own style or your own touch into it, Like, even if you're making food, you need to put some touch into it. Like that's just like cooking your content as well. You need to put your touch into that. So for me, I hate doing trends. I feel like everyone is doing that, but that's the quickest way to build brand or build community if you go through trends. But always try to do something of your own in that trend or any videos.
You mentioned that you edited for friends and did freelance work during the PUBG boom.
Yeah.
So, how did that side hustle help you grow creatively or financially?
Yeah, so like PUBG is an online game, so like it was quite popular all over the world. And everybody is like, I'm screen recording my gameplay. I want to edit it. I want to show the people how good I play. Personally, I didn't play PUBG as I didn't play that much good, so my gameplay would not suit the editing audience or for the people to see. So I had friends who want their video to be edited. So they play very nice and very well. So they recorded their gameplays, they sent it over to me, and I used to edit it very nicely and send it over to them. And then, some freelancing, some usually I start for my friends, I used to do it for free. But then word got around, I used to do edits. So I got some money from it, like some freelance work from people. Yeah, okay, edit my PUBG videos, gameplay videos. So I used to do, I generated some kind of money, some funds. But then I used to do freelance as well in songwriting. As I mentioned, I used to do Hindi rap. So for me back then, I didn't have good mic, good laptop, good audio interface like this. So I used to write songs for other people who had good interface. Okay, like ghostwriting. You can write for other people without your name included. I used to do that. But then I felt like, I'm getting paid pennies, in if you compare the actual worth of this song. So that's why I stopped. And plus, it feels like it's my own thing. This song is my own writing, own creativity. I'm selling off to someone to, you know, they will have that song, and I won't even get credit for it. But then I mustered up some amount of money, but then I invested it in a good laptop. I bought a laptop. It was my first laptop. It was Asus Tough, and it was GTX, not RTX, GTX 1060. It was like basic laptop, but for me it was a great jump because I used to do edit in Intel Celeron with 2 GB of RAM. So it was very painful to edit in 2 GB of RAM. But then I got around it, invested in a good laptop. But then, yeah, I bought mic, bought other things as well. But then I shifted to Ireland. Here, I I came here in just a bag, like the bag you have. I just came here with just bag worth of stuff. I only had my letters and flowers, which I got from my friends when I was leaving. Then I came here, I did some work here and there, generated some funds again, bought a laptop, bought a monitor, bought a lights, bought a good mic, everything. It's like I can claim, okay, this 100%, this is mine. I didn't receive any, help from any other people.
Mm.
In India, I had some, help from my parents as well, but here, this is all mine. I
Yeah.
can I can walk into my room. I still live with my parents. My parents live here, but still, everything in my room is like it's mine.
Mm.
I walk into my room. I'm glad I did all this. Like I can sleep peacefully now.
So, do you make money from your content you are creating?
The content I'm creating, no,
Mm.
I'm not earning any money. The content I create for other people, yes. For videos I shoot, for videos I edit for them, yes. For my, I'm not still, you know, I didn't pass the monetization from the
Yeah.
YouTube or brand deals and stuff. I was offered brand deals from various things like, betting apps and stuff, but it's not my thing to, promote betting and stuff. But then some other brand deals as well, barter system. People give you, okay, we will give you the product for free. You just put a review and stuff. Like I don't want free. I want money. I won't do for barter system and stuff. So yeah, like that. But then not a passive income. I
Mm.
didn't start it yet.
How many subscribers do you have?
Currently, it's above 500 subscribers, only around 600. But in Instagram, I have more than 1,000. It's around 1,700, 1.7K. It's less, but the thing is, my audience is engaging.
Yeah.
It's whatever I post, they are there. It's not like I have 10K followers, only 100 likes. I have 1,000 followers, I have around 600, 700 likes. That's pretty much sure. My audience is pretty much attentive as well.
Yeah.
Even if I put a story now, within an hour I got 300 views plus 100 story likes and 20 story replies. So it's like a good thing if you compare.
Mm.
Even if you have 10,000 followers, you should at least around have 5 to 6,000 story views and stuff.
Mm.
But usually when I see other people who has 10,000 followers, they have only 1,000 views, 1,000, 2,000, even in Instagram views as well, 2,000 replay. The thing is, you should always have story reels views twice as much of followers. If you have, for example, if you have 1,000 followers, the real views should go more than 2,000 and 3,000.
Mm.
And most people doesn't have that. They have 10,000 followers, they have only 5 to 6k replays or views.
Mm.
For me, I have 100 and like 1,700 followers. My reels automatically goes to 3,000, 5,000, 6,000 views. And I have some videos as well which went up to 19 million in Instagram, 19 million, and several other videos for 4.6 million and around 1 million another video. And recently I put a video last week, it went around 300k. So it's like, my followers are less, I agree, but like my audience are interactive with me, so I'm grateful for my audience. I know my audience, even though like I have 1,000 people, around 800 or 700 people know me. So it's pretty much good rather than having 10,000 followers and
Yeah.
5,000 doesn't know
Mm.
you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Quality
Yeah,
matters.
quality matters. Quantity is, I know quantity matters, but
Quality is
quality,
the best. Yeah.
yeah, quality of audiences matters. Yeah.
So, for someone who want to start creating content,
Hmm.
um, what do you think he needs to start creating content?
This thing, just not iPhone, like just a camera, you can get started. You can start like, for me, I used to record videos in iPhone 5s or in Oppo F8, F9. It's like very basic and very basic Android phones. So from there I started. So you can see, you can start from anything. I know now it's the time of content creation. Now is like you need to get a good camera, a good
Mhm.
mic. But I've seen people who create good content with their phones and good content with basic camera and stuff. So don't think, oh, I need to get an iPhone, I need to get a good mic, I need to get in that. You can buy things later on. If you feel okay, this thing is working out for you, then you should invest. But in the start, just camera, it's fine. Just a camera and some creativity, of course. Even if you're copying, you can, in the start you can copy other creators. You need, what I know is like people say, until you reach your 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers, it's fine, you can copy other creators.
Yeah.
After that, you need to work on your creativity, on authenticity of your
Authenticity.
content.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Did freelancing teach you anything unexpected about clients or yourself?
Freelancing, it's like a gamble. Sometimes the clients pay you, sometimes it doesn't. So it's a trap, but it's a good way to deal with clients as well. You know about the other side of the world as well, what the client wants. When you're creating content for yourself, it's like, oh, I can do that tomorrow, I can do this, I can, there's a space for you to mess around. But when you're working with a client, you need to get the job done by so and so date, by deadline, and you have to do by their way. Even if you feel creatively, you feel okay, you can do this. This sounds more good, but you have to do whatever the client says. So yeah.
Looking back on your journey so far, what's one lesson you wish you'd known earlier?
Yeah. Looking back, I would say the lesson I learned now and I shouldn't be doing in the past. It was like I should I should have found a niche for my own content. Because for me now, I don't have a niche. I do this, I do gameplays and gaming, I do music, I do sketches, I do cinematic videos, I do funny reels and stuff. So there's no, if you follow me, if you like my comedy reel or you feel like my gaming video, you follow me. But the other day you see I'm posting some other thing, I'm posting about some educational video, you're like, why am I even following this guy? So that's a bad thing for me, because I don't have a niche. But if I go back, I would tell myself, find a niche. I know you can do everything, but you need to find a niche. I still can't find my niche now as well, because for a moment I will feel like, okay, I can write a song. I have some creativity in me. Then I will hit a writer's block. Okay, I can't write songs anymore. I'm not able to think anymore. Then I will move to gaming. I will do some gameplay edits or do some gameplay recordings, live streams. I will edit it and put that. People will be like, you were just doing music. How did you shift to gaming and stuff? It's like it's a bad thing for me, but yeah, that's a lesson I would tell myself. Okay, go find a niche, focus on that. I know you can do all this, do that later on, but now you need to focus on comedy videos, just comedy or just music like that.
So why do you think finding a niche is important in
As
content
I said,
creation?
like, if you need someone to see you, watch you, or listen to you, they have their own interest. For me, if I follow a creator based on cinematic reels to know more about cameras and stuff, I would expect the man to deliver or teach me about cameras. I won't expect the man to tell me how to cook, how to cook good food, add that masalas, add that spice and stuff. I would immediately unfollow. I immediately won't listen to that guy, right? Because I followed him for camera related purpose. The same thing for me as well. The person would follow me for music, then next day he will say gaming. I didn't follow you for gaming and stuff. So that's why niche is important. That would Yeah, that would I say.
Okay, where do you see your creative work heading in the next few years?
For as far as I know, comedy reels are good. The reels I'm doing right now is good. It's fine. It's going good. But now I feel like I bought all these stuff, the monitor, cameras, and stuff, and the comedy reels doesn't match up. You can just for a comedy reel, you can just take your phone and record that and stuff. You don't need cameras and monitors for that. So I feel like I need to go more depth into filmmaking content, and I also get appreciation in that as well. Like for creating videos, shooting videos, rather than creating comedy videos, I would be more focusing on filmmaking, on cinematic videos and stuff. So yeah, most probably in few years I'll do a short film, something like that. I have scripts and in my mind. I used to do theater in my college days in back in India, so I have a little bit experience in script writing and acting. So I will move into that more.
Mm. So what advice would you give to someone who feel torn between studies and dreams?
For me, I'm doing data science. It's like very different from things I do. I do film, I do content. Data science, it doesn't add up. So for me, I'm also particularly in the same situation because I want to do filmmaking. I want to do the course in my college, film and media. And my parents are like, no, that's not a good course. You need to focus on data science. It's a high selling course. You will get a job and stuff. The thing is, for me to be in data science, I need to be on my toes every time. I need to know about the new application, new languages, Java, Python. Like, I need to be up to date. But for my filmmaking and creativity, it's like always upon my creativity, on what I think, how I see things, what perspective I have. It's like that. So it's like two different paths for me. One is studies, one is career, professional work, and another is like, dreams. I want to be behind the camera or in front of the camera. That's my dreams. So in order to work out, for me, it was like back in school days when I used to do videos, and my parents were like, do studies. I did my studies. I topped my class. I topped everything, like got good grades. Now my parents are like, oh, okay, we believe you. You can do studies and both things as well. So every girl is like, their validation come from their parents. They need to get approval or get approval from their parents. So in order to get that, you need to get good grades. So I would say, first get a good grade, good show them to your parents, okay, I can do studies as well. Let me do my own thing as well. So yeah.
Okay, what's next for you? Any projects, any idea are you working on?
The next project I'm currently working on a short film. I didn't do anything. I'm on the scripting scripting phase. I'm just scripting. I'm just mustering the stories, mustering upon characters, what can I do and stuff. So yeah, short film, but then short videos, comedy reels, gameplay reels, that's like that will come around every now and then. But the big project for me would be a short film. Maybe I would direct it, or maybe I would also play the lead character in that movie as well.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so
I'm very
much.
glad to have you on my podcast.
Thank you so much for inviting me as well.
Thank you.
Bye bye, guys.